Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to my Women's Health Live. This month we're talking about areas of the female body that we may be automatically stretching at the moment, but probably require a second thought if your client is female. Okay, we have already discussed, women are generally more mobile. A tight chest is going to look different on a woman than it does a man because our hormonal profile expects greater ranges of movement from our joints. Okay, and this sometimes means we're also less stable. So when a client is sore, especially if it's a chronic soreness, one that comes back again and again and again, you can't just assume that it's tight and stretch it, okay? And the pain is not always where the problem is either. So these tools I'm giving you today, they're not diagnostic tools, okay? I'm not prescribing a protocol for when your client has a sore piece of her body. But what I am saying is we need to think a bit more broadly about women's bodies as women and understand that they have unique and different needs from us as their movement prescribers. Okay, so let's get a little deeper in the chronic low back pain problem that I see in so many women, particularly when they're mothers. Okay. Women, they just get back pain and they get it a lot, but that doesn't mean it's tight. And assuming it's tight is a mistake and a massive missed opportunity. Okay, so here is like 4 reasons, approximately, haven't counted them, why a woman's low back may be sore, and probably they are more common than just a tight low back. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's think about, maybe somewhere else in her body is sore, for example, or tight. Maybe it's somewhere else that needs stretching. And the case in point is walking, okay? When we walk, our thoracic, our ribs are supposed to move. I don't know how natural that walk was because I'm feeling a bit weird about it. But basically, we're supposed to have a rotation through our upper back that counteracts our legs swinging out in front of us, okay? Or makes it happen. As soon as you put a pram on that body, what the body has to do in order to swing the leg forward is this cool little hip thing. It's kind of like, all right? It does this like rolling... now I'm feeling weird. Rolling action that facilitates the legs swinging forward, okay? Is it that her thoracic is tight? Okay, you can only answer that by knowing this woman in front of you and knowing her activities of daily life. So if her thoracic's tight, is it possible her low back needs stabilizing, strengthening, and stretching it? Is that going to help someone in this situation? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's why you need to measure it. You need to understand, did this stretch actually make a difference for better or for worse? Did it help reduce her pain in the long term? Is it going away or is it just coming back week after week? Another possibility, let's talk about abdominal scars, because a lot of women have C-sections. Okay. What happens in a C-section? You have to look at my shirt. Okay. We'll put it down where the C-section is. How about that? Okay. Now, in the time immediately post-surgery, so the tissues have been brought up, tissues have been brought down, and they've been sewn together. Okay? And then it's bloody sore. So what the person does is they shorten this to take the pressure off the scar. Okay? Then they hold it really still because it hurts. Okay? But they have a newborn baby, so they still function, okay? But they don't twist, they don't lift, okay? And God help you if you sneeze or cough, okay? It is agony. But if this is never changed, okay? If this is how she functions for 6 weeks to 12 months as she's recovering, even when she's recovered. Why would she change that? And what you end up with is this flat, it's hard to see because I've rolled my tights down so far, but this flat, tucked under pelvis, okay, the opposite of low cross syndrome. Now we have an S curve in our spine for a reason. It's shock absorbing, it's strong, okay? If you take that away, 9 times out of 10 the client's going to get a sore low back. And the thing about this posture is you go stretch it, it's definitely not going to make it better. Okay, what she needs is this stretched, right? She needs this stretched, not ripped open. Okay, there's a scar there. It needs to be gently. You can see what happens with my shirt when I move my arms. It just needs to be gently lengthened over time. Okay, so that's another possibility, really common in women for low back pain, that you may or may not be addressing if you just go straight to stretching. Consider her activities of daily life. Like, I don't know why I put my chair down today. You know, being a mum involves a lot of lifting and reaching. So you've got car boots and shopping, okay? You've got belly time on the floor. You've got in and out of prams. You've got car seats. You've got uneven loads. You've got baby on the hip, okay? So, you know, is her back just tired? Is it just tired? Is it already done its quota of lifting today? Is it, again, look at alignment. If she's carrying her baby on one hip all the time, then just stretching her low back is not going to improve that alignment, okay? You need to have a good posture assessment protocol, which I can help you with if you don't have one. I mean, what about pelvic floor dysfunction? So that's going to affect at least 1 in 3 of every single one of your clients. And in athletic populations, depending on the sport, it can affect up to 76% of them. So the sportier you are, the higher the risk of pelvic floor dysfunction. Now, there's 14 distinct muscles in 5 layers in the pelvis, of which a woman's pelvis is wider and therefore has to overcome more force, downward force from gravity and bouncing and plyometric work and momentum, and then also the kind of force with intra-abdominal pressure, sneezing, lifting, holding the breath. Just one of those muscles being out of alignment, too tight, too long, uncoordinated, you know, not working with the other muscles, not in optimal alignment, that can affect her pelvis, which can affect her back. You know, is she assessed by a women's health physio? Have you considered that possibility? So assuming the back is sore because it's tight in a woman, especially if she's a mum, is a mistake and a missed opportunity for you in your business. Before stretching, check her posture, check her alignment, understand her, like her lifestyle, what's required of her physically on a daily basis, and then measure the changes. So if you put a stretching protocol into place, say you go straight there, fair enough, you say it's tight, does it work? Is it working? And if not, why not? What can you try next? Okay, so feel free to message me if you've got questions, and I'll see you next week with another sore bit to stretch with caution. See ya.